Hello everybody. We are your today's hosts Devang and Shravan for the second episode of Soviet-Space.Histories. Sputnik-1, the tiny satellite that changed the world. And yes, before we begin, my apologies for my Russian pronunciation. The Duolingo bird is going to be after me for this one. So, Sputnik, we have all heard about it sometime in our lives.
The weird thing is that these days, when an average space enthusiast enters Sputnik in Google, the first thing he sees is hundreds of reports on the Russian COVID Sputnik vaccine and a new sci-fi horror movie also named Sputnik. I mean, aren't there enough things named Sputnik already? Okay, fine. Other than the rants, let's learn more about Sputnik.
Sputnik was launched on October the 4th, 1957 upon the R-7 Semyorka, a modified ICBM. I am not going to go deep into the topic of the R-7 rocket itself because we could make an entire episode on it. And it was launched from Baikonur Cosmodrome in present-day Kazakhstan. Sputnik, the satellite, was a result of the Cold War, as both the US and the USSR were trying to show which political system was more dominant, capitalism or communism. At the time Sputnik launched, the Americans thought they were technologically superior than the Soviets.
And when it was confirmed that the Sputnik had launched and spotted in the sky, the US started to panic as they thought Soviets had the capability to nuke them from space.
The Americans weren't too far behind the Soviets, with President Dwight D. Eisenhower announcing the launch of their own Explorer and Vanguard satellite program, which failed quite spectacularly on their first attempt. And mind you, it was live telecast all over the nation, being dubbed the Sputnik.
Now you can see the R-7 rocket right in front of you. The R-7 had a mass of about 267,000 kilograms and a height of 30 meters top to bottom. The first stage consisted of 4 boosters which when separated create a beautiful formation called the Korolev cross, and the second stage here is just continuing to burn the core stage. It was fueled by a fuel mixture of Kerlox or kerosene and liquid oxygen.
The chief constructor of Sputnik-1 at OKB-1 Design Bureau was Mikhail S. Khomyov. Sputnik contained very little in terms of instruments. It only had a radio transmitter, a pair of cooling fans to power, and to power it, Sputnik used zinc-silver batteries.
Sputnik was launched into an elliptical orbit of 215 kilometers at perigee and 939 kilometers at apogee. It had an orbital inclination of 65 degrees after separation to prevent the second stage from crashing into the Sputnik. 4 pneumatical cold gas thrusters fired in a retrograde direction to carry the second stage further away from the Sputnik.
Sputnik 1 had operated for about 26 days, after which the batteries died out, and completing 1440 orbits on the 4th of January 1958, Sputnik re-entered and burned up in the atmosphere. Thanks for watching everyone. If you enjoyed the video,
please leave a like and subscribe if you can to help us continue make such videos in the future.